What the scariest thing is when you actually you miss something. I know it probably sounds ridiculous, but sometimes there might just be someone that did an amazing challenge or a great push there, or they got a world record or something happened, and you just miss it, and you're not there on social media in the comments just to say, "Well done, that was amazing." And sometimes you feel like you hurt their feelings or something like that, but it's just not the case because there's so many people that are so good to us. And then I always feel this pressure to sort of make sure that I'm always there to support them as well. And sometimes when you miss one or two things, it can be like, oh no, why did I miss that? I really wish I could have watched that YouTube video or been in that live stream just to do a few comments or,
Yep.
It's impossible, really, isn't it? But you have to be hard on yourself as well, because if you're not, why am I coming up with all these cheesy liners today? This just isn't me. I'm not one of those people, right, with all these kind of little words of wisdom. But if you're not hard on yourself, and then I don't think you ever really achieve anything. So you've got to put pressure on yourself. Absolutely. And do your best to support everyone as much as you can.
Absolutely. I've always lived and thought by the principle of evolve or die, because ultimately, if you're stagnant in life, if you're stagnant in what you're doing, then the passion's gone, the care's gone, and you're no longer evolving, you're no longer growing, you're no longer contributing. You have now just idly become something that is now waiting for the clock to run out. As bleak as that sounds, but that is how I view things. And honestly, if you just historically look at human society as a whole, when people no longer have something to live for, well, it's not long after that they no longer are living. And it is one of those things. It's constantly pushing, constantly making yourself better and bettering everything else around. And it's very clear that y'all are able to do that, because not only can I speak to the fact that the growth of the overall Chili Head community as a whole, but the League of Fire community continues to grow. Y'all have tons of new contenders that are jumping in and, coming out of left field. It's like, hey, who's this person? Where did they come from? And let me learn more about them. And that's inspiring to see. And it's great to see and hear as this continues to grow. How has that experience been for you?
I don't know, really. It's quite organic, I can give you examples, like we went to earlier in the year in the UK, in Portsmouth. Annie Bowyer came over, and Carmela. So she came from America, and Carmela came from Italy, and they did the world's hottest kit, and that was for Guinness. And they smashed the record. Whether or not Guinness gives it to them, who knows? I don't think that, from my knowledge, Annie's gone through the process without having to pay thousands of pounds. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And I don't think she's got a contact, inside. So we'll see.